got a bit of work that needs to be done on my BSA A65, and as well as sort of trying to fend off and monitor a misfiring problem which seems to sort of manifest itself on the right hand cylinder from time to time, in spite of the engine not really using any noticeable oil or smoking. Somehow it is from time to time managing to oil the right plug up and knock that cylinder out. We've already seen it kill off an electronic ignition, possibly because of that. But anyway, it's back on points, we all know about that as well. But when I bought this bike, I bought it as a non-runner, and it had obviously been standing around as such for quite some time, but I didn't really think too much to look at the time when I bought it and did the deal. But the tyres looked to be brand new and unused. But unfortunately, although that was the case, everything must have been restored, or this bike must have been rebuilt longer ago than it first appeared, because the date codes on the tyres suggest that they're from 2007. And the last time I rode this bike, which was a couple of weeks ago, and it just started misfiring again on the way home, I thought I'd run over or something slippy in the road, or possibly even had sprung an oil leak and perhaps something had gone on the back tyre, because it just felt a little bit, I wouldn't say even twitchy, but something felt a little bit strange when I was cornering. And it prompted me to look at the tyres when I got home anyway and check them for oiliness, and there wasn't any. But what there was, possibly see the front tyre here, it's got this sort of line that's appeared pretty much all the way around its circumference, just off centre, and it seems to be starting to delaminate. Apparently this was something that could happen on Avons of this type years ago, so it's a road rider. The rubber still feels quite supple, it's not hard, and that in itself, the feel of the rubber wouldn't give me any cause for concern, but I don't want a front tyre going pop on me at speed, or even not at great speed. So that's going to come off. I've got new ones, which I must say thank you to a viewer called Herman for, who kindly made very kind and unasked for contribution. So I bought some tyres on that. Dunlop K70s, they're what I'm going to be putting on it. So the front one's coming off because of that slight sort of peeling, delamination, cracking, call it what you will. The sidewalls appear good, but the date code on it, if we can find it, let's see if I can get it round. Here it is, I think. Yeah. The camera will pick that up. That says 1707, so that is the 17th week of 2007, so that's an old tyre, so it's going to come off regardless. And the rear, a couple of reasons for changing this one, but likewise it's about the same age. It's actually such a fat tyre that when I've hit bumps hard, see that shininess under the mudguard there, the tyre has actually been making contact with that, and on sharp hard bumps I've been hearing a sort of buzz noise from the rear end, and it's been the tyre making contact with the mudguard. And we've got this going on here. I think part of the mudguard, the edge of the mudguard there, is probably responsible for that. But if we look at the tyre, the sidewalls, we've got cracking appearing all the way around, small cracks, but there's one around there that bothers me a bit, and that's that there. And maybe no harm would come of it. Perhaps I get the full wear out the tyre, but I don't want to take any chances because I've come off motorbikes years ago because of tyre related problems and for other reasons too, and it's not very nice and it hurts. Tyres are expensive, but pain hurts, and the possibility of ending up in a wheelchair or even dead far outweighs the cost of a set of tyres. So both of these tyres are going to go. I don't know whether we got a date code on this one that I can see. Might only be on one side perhaps. I'm not seeing anything here, but I'm pretty sure it's about the same age as the one on the front. We'll just go around the other side just to have a look. And another thing I'm going to do while the wheel is off, the rubber sort of cushion ring between the hub and the brake drum is missing on this, so I've ordered a new one. I'm going to fit that, and that'll hopefully won't take up the rotational backlash, but it might help cushion that wobble that I got there, I'm hoping. Let's have a quick look at the other side of the tyre, see if there's a visible date code on it. There's some crazing and cracking on it for sure. What have we got here? Oh, there we are, 3307, the 33rd week of 2007, so it's a little bit younger than the front one, but only by a couple of months. So I also got that there, which I think that could be the tyre going, or it could actually have been contact with the mudguard. But anyway, the rear tyre that's going on in place of it, although these big chunky fat tyres look great, they look the part, it's best not to go over the size recommended for the bike. And I've got a 418 Dunlop K70 going on the back and a 350/19 Dunlop K70 going on the front. They're a good all-round universal tyre, I find. Yeah, not an out-and-out racing tyre or anything, but you can nip along quite handy on them, and they're also pretty good around some of the lanes we got around here. So they're going to be what's going on here, and I'll have a little bit more confidence in the bike knowing that the tyres aren't going to suddenly go pop on me and throw me over the handlebars. So it's always nice to have a bit of peace of mind as well.